Hey everybody, it's Chris Vilbus. What's today's date? The 11th of June 2016, and a quick video blog about something that's definitely going to help you in your life as you meditate or do your yoga or do any kind of energy work that tends to stir your emotions. It could be something as simple as like dancing, partner dancing, or anything that makes you feel maybe a little bit more out of your comfort zone. So sometimes emotions get stirred up. Let's take yoga for example. I'm a yoga teacher. Doing new body movements and asking your body to do something that's unfamiliar can sometimes be very frustrating. And at a more practiced level, sometimes having an expectation of yourself like, I normally can bend this much, but today for some reason I'm stiff. Or I have this silly little nagging injury and normally I can rotate my hip more, get my leg behind my head or something, but today I can't. I'm going to force it, and well, I don't want to hurt myself, so I get frustrated and blah blah blah. So there is something, and I learned this from Vince Kelvin, it's from NLP, it's called a meta state, a meta-emotional state. So it's having an emotion about an emotion. So for example, I'm frustrated, I can't seem to get my leg behind my head today, and then I become more frustrated at my frustration. Or I'm sad because they're asking me to do this new motion that I'm not used to, and then I become sad because I'm sad. And because I don't know why I'm sad, so then I'm become frustrated at my sadness. So it's a meta-emotional state, and that is the window. That's the window more so than any other just general emotion. That is the window to ask yourself, what belief do I have that's creating this emotion? And it's an important question worded that way, because simply asking, why do I have this emotion, often triggers in us kind of when we were children, and maybe we were experiencing an emotion and our parents or whoever was like, why do you feel that way? And maybe we didn't have the vocabulary or the self-awareness to put into words why we were feeling that way, and then we became frustrated at our emotion and so on, and we became introspective or reclusive or whatever. So simply asking yourself, why do I feel this, can sometimes be a dead end. But wording it like this, what belief do I have that is enabling this emotion? What belief do I have that's creating this emotion? Because it is a belief. Its reality is not aligning with my belief of what I think reality should be. And in that conflict is where emotion happens. And so what we'll often find is in this emotion a memory. Maybe you can find, and this comes from Bryce Delbridge, maybe you find a memory of when that emotional reaction was created. Probably, definitely in your past sometime, probably young childhood. And it's important to recognize, and this comes from Arash Dibazar, I'm just naming all my teachers. It's important to recognize that when the emotion was created, let's say it was in childhood, it was appropriate. That was actually the correct emotion for the situation, the first time it was created. The original situation, the emotion and the reaction you had contributed to your survival of the situation. However, it got you what you wanted in the moment, so it became imprinted on your subconscious as this is the way to act in this situation. It became conditioned, as you might call it. And then later, it's a recorder that's getting played back. And this is Dianetics. So that unconscious response becomes the, what was the word I used? It becomes the automatic response. It's unconscious. And so when you're having an emotion about an emotion, you ask yourself, what belief do I have that's causing this emotion? And further recognizing that the belief that I have was appropriate when it was created. So you give yourself the empathy. It is correct that I had that belief in the situation it was created. But right now is a different situation. And I either agree with the belief and then my emotion is validated and it's correct, and then you can just feel the emotion and not have an emotion about the emotion. You just feel the emotion because it's correct to have that. Or you disagree with the belief. It's not the correct situation for that belief. I'm going to change it. And you do that by changing the words in your mind of how you describe the situation. So for instance, I'm hurt and I'm doing some acrobatics, and I can't do this acrobatic thing without the pain, but I want to, and I think I should be able to, because when I was younger I was tougher, and regardless of the injury I should be able to do a shoulder stand. Well, that's kind of absurd because I injured my shoulder. I shouldn't be able to do a shoulder stand. So the new belief might be something like, I believe that I should respect the boundaries of my body and focus on balance, stability, and overall wellness. Because I believe that I should understand my limitations to be the best teacher and student that I could possibly be. That's just an example off the top of my head. So that is transmuting, it's alchemy, the lead awareness of past recordings into the golden awareness of presence. Lead to gold. So I hope this helps you. Like it and share it. Ninth Limb. Namaste.